Lord, thank you so much for this podcast. Thank you for Tiffany. Thank you for DeAndre. Thank you for allowing us to wake up another morning and to talk and to do these things that we love. Thank you. In Jesus' name,
Amen.
amen. Man, that's what my daddy used to say at the end of the day when we would,
Yeah.
it was great.
I thought you were going to do amen. Amen.
I'm sure we did that at one point, but then he had to get his signature move in there. We're like, man.
Someone probably loved that.
Huh?
I said people probably love that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it when I do my special. I'm gonna probably end or begin that way, just to give a nod to my pops in the sky.
Yes. I love that.
All right. Well, welcome to Rhon and Tiff TV. Hi. We're back. My name is Rhonda Sweat. I'm a comedian here in Nashville, Tennessee, a mom and a worker. I don't know. I'll figure out some things else to say. And who are you, young lady?
I'm Tiffany J Harris.
All right.
And I'm a caregiver and right now self-employed, or at least that's what I'm telling you.
Okay.
Yep.
You are self-employed.
I'm self-employed.
Go ahead.
I told this one, I was like, I'm unemployed. She's like, don't you say that about yourself. Don't you say that. You are self-employed.
You know what? Today I'm gonna crunch my lips and say something. I don't know what it's gonna be. I gotta go to Walmart later. Maybe I'll be like, thank you very much, ma'am.
You did that to me.
Oh, okay.
When
what did I say?
I moved out of the way. You was like, don't you I really got scolded because I moved out of the way for
yes.
a man.
Okay. For context. Not to say that you moved out of the way for a man. You just moved out the way. Okay. Tiffany and I were walking down the street.
Really? It was that one?
Were we walking down the street?
No, we were at Zany's one night. And
we're walking down.
Me over.
I thought we were walking down the sidewalk.
Okay, I moved a lot then. It was.
No, at Zany's you did too much. You had a bag, a coat.
And we kept bumping into each other.
Because you had too much stuff. I don't think that was me.
Okay.
I scolded you when we were walking down a sidewalk and you made a very deliberate move to move out of somebody else's way.
Okay.
And I'm like, no, don't do that. Not to say you not to be kind or, just kind of, I guess that's just communal grace to one another, but it was very obvious that you was like, oh no, like let me stop walking so this person can come through. Like, hold on, we know how to walk together and bend sideways, like, sure. So it was extra for me.
I am
in my
extra.
old age.
I am extra.
So here at Rhon and Tiff TV, basically this is a podcast about just you and us and getting to know each other. And so we like to start with some questions, and we answer the questions, but we want you to answer the questions as well. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to pick from this list. At Walmart, they have a book of 2,000 questions in this about getting to know yourself. So I suggest you go to Walmart. Walmart, you can sponsor us, and pick up the book and, get to know some people. Because I feel in this day of social media, we have a lot of contact with each other, but not a lot of context with each other. I tried to be deep. I don't know if that made sense. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
You do have you do have a lot of contact, but there's no community. So we don't really know each other. Yeah.
So that's what we're going with right now. So let's see. Our first question of the day. What is your idea of perfect happiness?
Ooh, that's a good question. I feel like when they ask you ooh, that's such a good question. No, that is a good question. We're getting deep immediately.
Every now and then you got to go deep. Deep and wide. We'll tell you about that just in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Deep and wide.
My ideal happiness, I think just being content. Like being content, but everything, like being financially stable, mentally stable, spiritually stable, and things being crazy, but also being content with that, if that makes sense. Like I know that things aren't going to be perfect. So a lot of people, they play the best case, worst case scenario. And I feel like a lot of worst case scenarios have happened. So people have looked at me like, oh my God, that's terrible. And I feel like it is the worst case scenario right now, but there's something that can still be really quote unquote best about like what's going on. So my happiness can't be predicated based off the situation that I'm in. So I just have to, I guess, hopefully the 8 parameters, they call them like the 8 different types of like wellness or something in my life. So maybe when those are balanced, it doesn't have to be perfect, but like I'm good, mom's good, maybe I'm dating again or something like that. Like spiritually, like mainly obviously spiritual, like Jesus is like, you're great, but those are like the main things, I guess, and just being content with it, like being content with the season.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that is Tiffany's ideal of, I'm sorry, let me read the question correctly. That is her idea of perfect happiness. Let's see, what would my answer be? For those that don't know, I recently lost my mom, and I would say now my idea of perfect happiness would kind of be more of an internal happiness. And I guess it is kind of that contentment, because when I look around, like I'm extremely sad, like right now, just all the time, just sad and mad and angry and just, but externally, I have no reason to be there. My job is good. My day job is good. I still get to be a comedian at night and still booking shows. Things are still moving forward. My son is happy and healthy. My house is in order. My bills are all paid. I have money in the bank. My car is working. Like everything is working well. A lot of people would be like, dang, I can do that. But I'm very, very unhappy. So it kind of opened my eyes to, you can be in the perfect situation. You know how they say a lot of millionaires and billionaires are unhappy. And not to say I'm that, but I will be. Secret. But I think it is that personal contentment, and sometimes that's not something that you can conjure up on your own, I don't think. Unfortunately. I think it's something that maybe comes with time or practice, or I don't really know, because I'm just kind of in that space. So ideally right now, my perfect happiness would be waking up and being just kind of happy. Just
happy or like joyful?
Joyful, maybe. Okay. Maybe. Not quite sure.
Yeah.
What's going on. But I mean, I guess it's just grief or whatever. But
grief sucks, right?
It does suck, but that's where I am. I missed a call. Okay, I'm sorry. But yeah, so let us know, what is your perfect idea of happiness? And you do not have to be sad and dreary the way that I just was. I apologize, people and listeners, because if your idea of happiness is a new car and a new house, and hey, go for it. And I at some point probably would have said the same ding dang thing, and may come back to that at some point. But
I think people are going to be very happy that you said that, because I think a lot of people want like the car and like they want that, and it's just the internal validation is important, and just being content in that season, like letting people know like sometimes you're not where you want to be.
Yeah, sometimes you just sad.
Yeah, and that's okay. Like, and people don't like claiming it, giving a name to it, because like in the church they do that. They're like, you're not sad.
Let's pray.
And you're like, no, I'm sad though.
And I still pray, but I really just be like, Lord, I'm sad.
I'm sad.
He's like, girl, I know.
And it's okay. And I think people want to hear that. So they'll be very happy, because I think we're finally starting to put a name to mental health, that it exists.
Mm-hmm.
So someone will be thanking you one day for that.
Yes, you're welcome.
In advance.
So this is a good question. And I'm going to skip down a couple of lines so we don't be sad two times in a row.
Oh, God.
On what occasion do you lie?
Oh, what occasion? I'm not a fighter, so I don't. Oh, when I lie? Ugh. Well, it just depends. Like, what kind of lie? Is it a confrontational lie, or is it just like, that was so great?
The question says, on what occasion do you lie? It does not say what type of lie. It doesn't say what white lie, big lie, little
Black
lie,
no,
black lies.
Red lies. No. Okay, I guess sometimes I'll be like, wow, that was so fun. So fun. Wasn't. But I'm trying to be really kind because I want to spare feelings. And then sometimes I feel like when I don't.
That's not kind. That's being nice.
Okay, then nice.
Because nice and kind are two different
They
things.
are. Anybody can be nice. That's true. Anybody. I strive to be kind, but sometimes when I spare feelings, I'm nice. Otherwise, I don't like confrontation, so I will probably just like lie to not have a comment. I'll be like,
to what extent? Okay, if somebody hits your car,
oh dang,
and they like,
we went there.
That ain't that bad, is it? And you don't want to be confrontational.
I think like one time that did happen though.
And he was like, "Oh, it's fine. My door is gone, but it's fine."
I was in my 20s, and I feel like it was my mom's car. Thank God she's starting to forget that, but she didn't remember that. And I think they like hit my car, and they like backed up into my car or something like that. And I was just like, and they like drove up. They're like, "Yeah, it's fine," and they like just drove off. But I think I was like early 20s.
Okay.
So I just.
So that's an old lie. Like you won't do that no more.
No, I would never do that again. It doesn't, not that extreme. Like if someone hit my car, I'd be like, wait a second. Now I know this scratch was there, but not that one.
Don't admit to any scratches. You're just supposed to be like, hey, you hit me.
I'm a bad liar.
I see. Because you're going to be like, nah, this was from 2014. But this one right here, like, darn, this car is 10 years old. Like, yeah.
My car is 10 years old. She's like 11 now. She's about to go. She's about to be a teenager. She's about to be a tween.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going through. She's like, look, girl, don't drive me how you used to.
Don't drive me
I'm
the way.
not a baby.
Well, okay. Well, before I answer, I'm going to shout out the Russell Hotel for having, let's see.
Yes, thank you.
For having us here, allowing us to use this great podcast space. Please look them up. They do a lot of good work in the community. It's a cool hotel that has been turned into, it used to be a church, praise the Lord. Now it is a hotel. So
praise the Lord,
look up the Russell Hotel.
Yes.
Now, on what occasion do I lie?
Yeah, Rhonda. When do you lie?
I mean, I probably do it throughout the entire day. I'm not a liar.
Do you lie to me a lot, Rhonda?
No, I try to be pretty honest with you. I try to be kind with you just because I love you and I want you to, grow. So I don't, but I do. I mean, I lie to myself sometimes.
Okay.
I might, and that's a weird and tricky thing. So I'm sure I lie to myself sometimes throughout the day, kind of talk myself out of some stuff. And that's a lie. You lie to yourself. When I lie to other people, sometimes when I notice that people are lying about themselves, I just go ahead and go with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do. I'll use an example. Like, I was talking to a friend, and we were talking about what type of person you are. Like, if people know me, they would probably be like, if I say I'm a church girl, they'll be like, yeah, you're a church girl. Sure. And so, I was like, so what kind of girl do you think you'll be? And they kind of went to a different kind of girl. I'm not saying that they're not that girl, but it's like, if a church girl if you're generally a party girl, people know you to drink or to, you know, stuff like that. But then you be like, yeah, I'm a church girl too.
Like you can't be a church and a party girl.
You can be, but in general though, like what do people see you as? Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if you with it,
That's true.
You know what? Cool. You
could be anything.
You can be anything that you want to be.
But
you know?
What do people see? Yeah,
right. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Like when people are kind of in that place where they either are completely lying to themselves or trying not to. I go with it too.
Well, that's like calling out. I think then that comes to calling out BS. Because, you know, like someone could be like, I really am organized like all the time. I have my stuff together. And someone's like, BS. But like they're like, sure you do. Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. You got no space in your car and you got to move everything over.
Yeah. That reminds me of a conversation I just had. And it was like, you know, they try to make themselves look, I guess, kind or whatever. But it's like, oh, no, but you just cussed out this lady in the grocery store. Like,
dang, did they really?
No, I can't remember the conversation. It'll come to me as soon as we're done, I'm sure. But it's like, no, but history has shown that you're obviously not that person. But if you think that you are, this is when I probably kick in and lie. Because, I mean, who am I to challenge your beliefs? Maybe you're working on something with words or something. I don't know. Trying to manifest something.
Yeah.
So I will lie about that.
Dang.
I think I'll lie if somebody's food's good and it's not like really good. I won't be like, man, this is great. Like
only family food though, not coworkers.
I'll be like, okay. I'm like, that's pretty good. That probably means it's not good at all.
Yeah, no, that's fair. My dad does that. He has a rating. He'll be like, it was okay. Which means it was trash.
Yeah, the different
he was like, it was okay.
The interpretations of your
it was good. He was like, it was okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Thanks. Yeah. I think I'll
never go there again. But then if he's like, wow, it was really good, like
that means it was all right.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is it when it is like fantastic?
Oh my God. He's like, I'll go there again.
Okay, that means it was fantastic.
Yeah, it was like pretty. It was like, oh, he did it, you know. Because I think one time, like, someone cooked for him, like a friend did. He was like, yeah, he was like, yeah, it was okay. I was like, oh, he's like, it was really greasy, okay? And I didn't want to say anything to him. And
right, as soon as they walk away, then you get all the facts.
Yeah,
my mom used to be like that. Just kind of she'll be like, yeah, girl, did it. As soon as she walk away. First of all, I don't even know who that is, and I don't really like her that much. I remember this one time, I'm like, oh, Lord, mama.
She don't even know that she like.
She didn't even know that lady's name.
You don't even like her. She don't even, that's true. People be out here thinking like people like them, and they really don't.
They really don't. It's you know what? That's a good lie. That you know what? I know, please put in the comments, when do you lie? Yeah. And do you lie about liking people, knowing good and well
you don't.
That you don't?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I don't know if I'm at that place where I like don't like some people, but I know that I've been there where I'm like, when I was at work, there would be people I'd be like, ooh, I did not like her. But like, cause you know, like people are really fake. So then you're just
they are.
So then you feel like you just have to be cordial around that person. And then
so then you're fake too.
So then you fake too.
Y'all just both fake out here.
But it's like I'm fake out of like survive because you know that's a part
survival fakeness.
Survival.
Okay,
well, you know,
let's write that down.
No, but you know how it's a part of how they talk about like team building and stuff and morale. How that's like 25%. Like liking people is 25%. You have to make people feel like they're liked because people want to be liked and people want to feel like you're listening to them and you care how they feel and you love their cats and like, you know, like all that stuff. You're like, no, I care about that. Like this could have been an email. So I just feel like I'm not trying to be fake.
Survival fakeness.
Survival fake. You've never been in that situation where like it's like office politics. Like you have to play the game.
You do.
Like everyone on the team, they're like, God, she sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Or like, God, he's such a jerk. Like, he sucks, you know?
Right.
But then everyone's just like, yeah.
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl. I mean, I don't know. I had a conversation with my friend. She's a therapist.
Wow.
And she told me, she said, I can tell how you feel about certain people based off how you respond.
Just you or
me,
just, okay.
Just me, how I respond when she's like, how's this person? I'll be like, yeah, they're okay. And she's like, based off the type of inflection that you give, I can tell how you feel about that person.
Okay. That's, I mean, that's factual.
And I was like, yeah.
If you know someone well enough, you know.
You know, yeah.
Yeah, because I have a cousin that's really good. I mean, she's very personable. People really love her. But I can gauge, like, her level of fakeness. Sometimes I be over the, because I can't, my faces don't shield much. Like, I really am, I can't hide the poker face.
I feel like your poker face is I feel like you do have a poker face.
You think so?
I
Good.
feel like the
Thank
fact
you.
that,
I've been working on it.
I feel like your poker face is the fact that you are so expressive in your face. But I'm saying, like,
I don't think that's how it's supposed to be.
But I'm saying I think it works too, because nobody really knows. Like, if the whole entire time you're just like,
I don't know.
I don't know. You know, like every single time, every single time you seem like you have an opinion, someone's going to automatically feel like that's your poker face. They're like, I never know what she's thinking.
Okay, good. I feel better about myself.
Versus, like, I'll just be sitting there like, oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. I'm so uncomfortable. My bladder's full. Like, you know, I'll be feeling like that. Just
okay.
saying.
Well, we're going to take a break right now before we go into our next couple of segments. So this is break time.
Break time.
Break
See you
time.
soon.
See you soon. I got to stop looking up to the camera.
Usually I know, but
it's okay.
It's been a day.
It's been a
day. We're back.
Welcome to Rhon and Tiff TV.
Welcome.
And so we're back. And we're going to start our next segment.
Help me, Rhonda.
It is called Help Me, Rhonda.
Yes.
For those that don't know, I'm a sage out here in these streets. No, but yeah, so I try to, I don't know, just
Rhonda
be helpful.
Sage Sweat.
Yes.
Yeah.
I should get a costume.
For sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll do it.
I think you can.
Okay, so what do we have, Tiffany?
Okay, so we're going to do a rant. Someone did a rant on Reddit, and I'm going to read it out. And the question is, why do people take over instead of helping? So it starts off, and she says, "Arg, I am arg. I'm so sick of asking for help. And instead of receiving the usually specific help requested, they usually just take over. Good gravy." I felt like I had to say that. I asked someone to show me how a process is done, and they say, "Don't worry about it," and just do the process without me. Cool. But I still don't know how said process is going to go, and you're going to be gone next week. I asked my manager who to talk to about blank issue. They do it for me. They didn't copy me on the email, and they forgot to tell me. I asked my husband to wait until the kids are settled in bed so I can look something up before messing with my car, and he goes off on his own. He gets his parents involved. He comes up with the plan of attack with his parents and without me, and then starts it while I'm putting the kids to bed. She's angry face. I was very stupid and didn't check everything out last night. My car still didn't work this morning. Thank God for remote access. I asked him to pick up a part on his way home. I waited. I went looking for him, and he's installing the part. I tell him I want to take over. I ask later if we have a piece of equipment. We do, and he doesn't hand it to me. He decides to do it himself. I have to explain 3 times what I'm checking for, and he won't hand it over to me, but he starts checking himself. I'm next to tears because I'm still stranded. get one issue resolved only to find a new immediate issue. The car still can't be driven, but we had to get it done and set out what to do. I would have known about it last night and could have planned my day around it. I'm now answering emails and waiting for fluids to be DoorDash because I'm sure as fuck not gonna ask any more help from takeover people. I'm not stupid. I hate this kind of help so much because it feels like I'm being told I'm too fucking stupid to understand what needs to be done, or that I don't need to worry my precious little head about important details of my life. Anywho, I'm mad. I told my husband why I'm mad, and now he's mad. Everyone in my house is mad, and I still can't drive. So I feel somehow awful, emotional flashbacky things related to feeling like I can't escape. It's so peachy. Has anyone else dealt with people who take over instead of help? How do you? Word request.
All right. All right. Takeover queen. I don't know what to call you. No, I haven't had that problem. I kind of wish I did. So one, either you're around controlling people and they don't know they're controlling, or they don't care that they're controlling. So that's a scenario, particularly with the person at work. That could be an issue, especially if it's something that you really need to know and understand. You need to clarify. You just need to say, hey, I really appreciate you taking care of that for me, but I really would like to know. And you have to be assertive in that request. And then do everything that you can. I don't know if that's jotting down the steps, watching them while it's done, things of that nature, asking again. So that's a possibility that you're around people that are just absolutely controlling. I do know a few of those people. Two, you might be really slow. Not like in a bad, not like slow like that, but have you ever, okay, I'll use myself as an example. I have this wonderful son that is a very tech savvy gentleman, and I may ask him to do something, and I'll come back and ask him to do that same thing maybe 2 months ago, and I forgot that I asked, and he'll be like, Mama, I showed you that. And I'm like, oh, okay. Okay. Not because, I just forgot. And so to him, it's kind of like, I'll just do it.
Yeah.
And that relieves the pressure from him. And I don't know if that makes you forgetful or slow or whatever, but I just know for me, when things are some people just be like, don't worry about it, I'll do it. It's just because I'm moving really slow, or they have told me 5 times before, and I just forgot because I have ADHD and memory issues. As far as with your husband, it sounds like your husband is really, really trying to be helpful. He's trying to be helpful. Now, granted, in this case, you are still stranded, so he is not helpful, but he is at least trying. So I don't know if anger is the best solution for the situation. Again, communication is probably best, and figuring out a way to do that. Everybody's not a good communicator, though. So you have to figure out how to communicate with a controlling person. Generally, that's head on. For the one controlling person that I have in my life that is very close to me, I have to tell her, you are being controlling and you are trying to take over this situation. She'll debate me right after that because she doesn't see it, because they don't see it. Then after that, then she'll be like, oh, dang, okay. So generally you have to step up and be that. You have to control the situation on top of being a controlling person. But no, when I ask for help, generally I'm not saying I don't get it, but I have to tell people how to help me.
Yeah.
And sometimes I don't want to do that either. So I would say be thankful. That's a real, I know that sounds frustrating, but be thankful that you have people that are willing to step up and at least give you a good try without you stepping in. Because if the roles were completely reversed, let's ask the question, would you be happy with that?
Without always having to do it.
Well, just you had to ask for help.
Mm-hmm.
They say, yeah, sure, I'll help you. But then you have to tell them how to help you.
Yeah. I mean, that's definitely, yeah, we've been talking about this a lot.
Yeah. So that's exhausting as well. Because sometimes you do want people to just take control. And that is not a bad situation. If you were the boss, you would want them to just do it. Mm-hmm. You wouldn't want them to have to break it down, or you have to break it down to them every time. You would need people to just be able to get it done. And sometimes that means them failing their way to success. Mm-hmm. But
and getting friends who are like problem solvers, mm-hmm. because I feel like people need, I think that is a skill, learning how to ask people, like, how do you need help? Mm-hmm. You know, or like, what do you need? It looks like, you know, it's kind of like the little red hen. It's kind of like when people go through stuff and people say things like, man, I had no idea that they were struggling. It's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure some of y'all did though. Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
You saw me disheveled.
Sure. I keep pulling that. But like, yeah, I think some people know people are struggling and they know that they need help. Mm-hmm. But then sometimes everyone's like, we need you to identify your wheels on this wheel chart. And then like, we need you to say how you really feel. And it's just, sometimes I feel like if you see somebody going through something, like, just ask them, like, Maslow's theory of hierarchy. Like, obviously they're not trying to reach self-actualization, mm-hmm. but they're probably like,
we've talked about a lot of charts today, Tiffany. just throwing it out there. We had 8 components of something. God. I just feel like I got to go read today. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I took my ADHD medication today, so maybe
I just took my Adderall. It has not kicked in.
It kicked in, and I had coffee before this, so I'm like, my brain's working today.
I see, because now I have to go and do all of my research. I mean, I have read some things.
Sorry,
but not all the things.
But yeah, I think. Well, I'm happy that she's getting help, but I understand. I think it's just it's hard.
Communication is hard. She's gonna have to be a better communicator.
Yeah, I just told a friend that. I said it's really difficult to talk to people.
It is,
and to tell people what you need and what you want, and that's really difficult. And when it comes to helping, and as we get older, I realize that we need to be able to, like, create our, I guess, support groups or tribes, if we can say that. But
yeah,
you know, and tell people like, this is what I need from you. Like, can you do this? Mm-hmm. And it's up to them to be like, sure, you know, or yes, I can. Or also giving people options as well. Mm-hmm. You know?
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, I hope she feels helped. Or did we just do it for you? No, it's fine.
Oh, God.
Thanks
for letting us use your question.
I'm so rude.
No, you're good.
I'm good.
No, I think it's a different perspective. Sometimes it's good to be grateful.
Yeah, it is, you know. Yes, it is. Okay, so that leaves us to our last segment for the episode with Tiffany's Tidbits.
My tidbit. Okay, so my tidbit is more of not a straightforward one. So I was talking to a friend, and we were talking about manifestation. And I was kind of like, okay, I believe that manifestation kind of happens, like, at the end, you know, like, it's the manifestation of your hard work. Because I think a lot of people are out here and they feel like, I'm doing all the things. I waited 2 weeks. It still hasn't happened. And sometimes you might be in a holding pattern for a really long time. But the question is, what are you doing with that? So my girlfriend, she's like, okay, like, but do you just not believe in manifestation? Do you not believe that it's going to happen? And I said, sorry, computer. And I said, I was like, wait, maybe I do, I don't know. And I feel like sometimes it's really easy to be in a season or in a situation and feel like I'm bitter or I'm frustrated or I'm resentful. These are me. But, or just I'm frustrated and maybe I don't believe that certain things will change or get better until, like, you know, other things happen and you're just like, maybe that's why things aren't happening, because maybe I'm self-sabotaging myself. So my tidbit of the day is check your belief. Maybe
check yourself
before you
wreck yourself.
I was like, don't come for us. But yeah, like, until you unbelieve yourself, because I sometimes feel like maybe.
What? Hold on.
I said check yourself before you unbelieve yourself. I don't know.
Check yourself before you unbelief yourself. Okay, snaps. Okay, I'm gonna just let you keep talking. It's gonna take me a minute. I'm gonna have to break that down. I am look, my brain does not work the way most people's do. So check yourself before you unbelieve yourself.
Somebody
Okay.
is literally gonna say like that is parable grammar.
Hey.
Just go with it, okay?
Okay, we with it. Check yourself before you unbelieve. I mean, I'm not gonna say I don't believe in manifestation, but that's not the kind of, when I wake up, I'm not like, I'm manifesting today.
No,
like, you know.
No. Yeah, no. But I don't.
So I don't know. So I'm not really in that world. So
no, me neither. I feel like, I mean, like,
so maybe that's what she's saying. You need to get in the world.
get in the world, but
Get
not
in the
even,
world
but,
of manifestation.
or just like prayer. You know how like sometimes like we'll pray and we'll be like, God, I really wish this would happen, but then like,
but you don't believe.
But I don't believe it, so I'm
Okay.
not doing anything.
You don't have any faith.
I don't. That's what it is. I don't have any faith.
Okay,
So
faith without works is dead. That's the second half.
Right.
But you cannot please God without faith.
That part.
Okay, so you don't have. Okay, check yourself before you unbelieve. No, we gonna go with what you said.
Rhonda's gonna change it. Thank you so much. We have a Bible scholar in here.
No. I just wanted to get to the root of it.
Yes,
okay,
that makes sense.
So okay, so you're lacking faith in what it is that you're believing for.
Right. So when I think what I realize is when I lack faith, I self-sabotage because I'm like, it's not gonna happen.
Okay.
So like, there's no point of putting forth any effort, and it's like God might be like, I got you up 2 hours early, and you just scrolled for an hour. And you could have used that extra hour to use that. So you're self-sabotaging, Tiffany. So that's why it's not happening, because you don't believe that this is going to change.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying.
And that's okay. I got you now. I got you. So
Rhonda
can I give you a help me Rhonda tip?
Thank you. Please.
Sorry, we're back to my segment. So look, like for real though, that's a really good point. And so in the Bible there is a character or a guy that he prays for, I think his daughter, and I might be wrong because I haven't dove in and we just brought this up. But he says to God, and help me in my unbelief.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would say, if you are struggling with your belief, oh no, why am I getting emotional? Okay. No, it's not okay. Oh, I'm strong. I don't know. It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
No, it's okay.
I would say if you're in that space, it's okay to say, God, help me with my unbelief. Because we don't do that enough. We just think that it's something that you can conjure up yourself. Just like, or I guess earlier when I was talking about happiness or whatever, and it just, sometimes you don't have it. You do not have it to give. Yeah. And it has to come from somewhere else. Yeah. And so in that, I guess if you've prayed for God to wake you up at 5 a.m, so you do A, B, and C, and you know that you're subconsciously sabotaging yourself because you have a limiting belief, because that's what you're basically saying, that you need to attack that limiting belief and pray for your unbelief, because there are some things that we cannot do ourselves. And that's the importance of religion. I know people have used religion for so many ways, especially in today's time. Well, all times throughout all of our histories, people have used religion to hurt people. Yeah. But in all honesty, it's really there to serve you. And it's to serve you while you're here on earth. And that is one thing that in the Bible, it is, like I said, it's a story where a man, I want to say he was praying for his daughter. Yeah. And he basically said, ask for God to help him in his unbelief. So, I mean, if you're trapped there, that's the prayer to pray. Now, you got to do all your other stuff too, but starting there is it is an awesome start, because it can get you to the end. God is, a God that he completes his work in you. If you let him, let me just add that you have to let him complete his good work in you. So that is where I'm going to end it. I mean, I think that wraps up our.
Yeah, you're right. It's Mark 23 through 24. Mark 9, 23, 24. Yeah. And he was saying, Jesus said unto him, if thou canst believe, all things are possible to him that believeth. And straightway the father of the child cried out and said unto him with tears, Lord, I believe, help thou mine unbelief.
Yeah. So it's okay to believe. You believe, but there is a portion of you that lacks that. Yeah, and it's okay. That's normal. That's a very normal thing.
Yeah.
So yeah. Thank you for listening today. Yeah, I didn't intend to do all that.
And then this is a real show. Like, we're being
we're very honest here.
We're just honest. And I feel like people are going to be so blessed and grateful and thankful that you are honest about this, because just life. Because I think that's why all of us are struggling, is because I'll say, at least for me, like, I have a lot of family members who are like, why is life so hard? And you're like, because life is hard. But people are out here and they're like, everything's easy. And it's
they're lying.
And it's like, no, it's not. Like, sometimes people go through stuff and it's okay to say, this is not okay. And also, I'll end it like this. I was in teacher training, and people think teacher training is just like fitness, if you want to be like a yoga teacher or something like that. And it's really emotional, and stuff would come out, and we would put tissues in the center. And when someone would start crying, we would immediately reach in and throw the box of tissue at someone. And they would say, stop doing that. And I would say, why? And they would say, because they need to ask for the tissue. You are uncomfortable with their tears, so you're trying to stop them from crying, or you're trying to stop them from expressing themselves. Because when people go through stuff, we're immediately like, oh my God, stop. Oh my God, are you okay? And it's just, no. Like, it's okay for someone to cry. Immediately, someone's like, are you good? Because we know that people are going through stuff, but it's okay. So, like, don't feel bad because it's okay, because someone's going to be like, dang, thank you for saying that, or thank you for being honest, because I'm just walking around with, like, a brave face because everybody else is uncomfortable with the fact that I have emotions. And we shouldn't be uncomfortable with our emotions. And that's why the emotion wheel is coming out. And that's why all this stuff is, because we don't know how to identify it. And so many people want to throw a tissue at something because we're holding on to things, and then that's why everyone's like, I'm triggered. No, you don't know how to touch with your emotions. So someone's going to be like, thank you for saying that. So thank you, people, for being here. It's okay to be emotional, Rhonda. Thank you for sharing.
No problem. Yeah. Well, thanks. That ends our episode for today.
Yeah. Have a great one. We'll see you next week.
Peace.